Hey everybody, it's Zach. Welcome back to the Heroverse. And guys, we just got done with episode 2 with Outer Banks of Outer Banks season 3 called The Bells. We really enjoyed episode 1, me and Annie. She actually had to go to work and I had a whole bunch of other videos I had to film that are up on my channel right now with my spoiler review for Ant-Man and also my theories about Kang. So that really worked out for me, but we were super happy to get back to actually filming for you guys because we got the episode 1 spoiler review up earlier for you guys. But yeah, we liked the second episode a lot. We were happy to get back to it and get back to watching it. But Annie, what do you think about this episode? I'm gonna let you go first.
I'm just gonna say that you don't know this either.
Okay.
I've actually liked Rafe since season 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Rafe, yes, Rafe is insane now.
Yeah.
But I feel like in this episode he was more to leaning towards being being better and not being insane, but he's learning how to be sane again.
Mm-hmm.
And he was trying to help Kiara, and all she did was thinking it's okay to
yeet him off the boat.
Yeah, she follow him and go to the plan and then push him off the boat after that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I usually don't agree with Rafe. I don't like that character. I really thought there was no redemption for that character. So I'm still holding my feelings of, can he have a redemption arc? Because they in this episode they really did a lot to be like, okay, Rafe understood that with him trying to drown Sarah. He thought he knew it was wrong. He shouldn't have touched her, and he started hitting his head. And you realize that you really see that he needs help. He really does need help, and I really do feel bad for him. But at the same time, I understood why Kiara threw him off because he was getting ready to he said sorry about he should never touch Sarah. He felt sorry about that, but then he just goes turns his back on his sister because he feels like he can't trust her and the other Pogues, and then that's why Kiara wasn't just gonna leave without them when we have this Carl dude. I can't remember if that's his name or not. Going Carlos, trying to kill them to get the Denmark Tanning's diary. So and also at this point they don't really know why they're being why they the Pogues don't really know outside of Kiara don't really know about that's why they took Kiara is because they're the what's his name again? Carlos wants Denmark Tanning's diary. She's the only one that knows that. They don't know that. They're okay, why was Kiara taken? Why are they after us? Who's after us? They were kind of questioning that still. So the only one that really knew that was Kiara. So I was, again, shout out to Rafe because I was okay, he's realized what he did was wrong. I was but I don't want to say that he's trying to get a redemption arc because I feel especially after she threw him over, he said, "I'll get you, Kiara." So I'm worried that will he just go back to his normal ways because he didn't have the way he wanted about just taking Kiara and he didn't just get to have his way about taking Kiara and just leaving everybody else. That's the point, is that you can't have a redemption arc unless you're fully able to be okay, let's put this shit aside. I need to go save them. You know what I mean? If you want Kiara to see that you've changed and you want people to see that you've changed and what you did was wrong to Sarah, you should have been wanting to go save your sister and it doesn't matter who's with them. So it's I'm still kind of, hesitant. Is he actually going for a redemption arc this season? I don't know. Especially when he's fully, trying to be Ward while Ward is kind of in bed rest, which I'm excited to see when Ward gets out. Shockingly, even though I don't like him, but I'm excited to see how he fits into all this chaos with Carlos and John B's father in this episode.
I feel like Carlos is working for Ward.
You think so?
I think because he's I feel like Carlos got
maybe they've crossed paths before, but maybe they aren't working together. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
No, because Carlos is after the gold, and so is Ward.
So is Ward, but you never know. Maybe they've crossed paths before, trying to look for the gold. Maybe, I don't know. It feels like everybody's after the gold, and I feel like we kind of saw that back in season 1, that everybody's after this thing.
Yeah, I mean,
and more gold keeps happening.
What's the gold city called?
Was El Dorado, the city of gold. But what's crazy? Okay. Is that first things first, we had the merchant gold, then we had the cross that was gold that came off the merchant as well, and now we have the city of El Dorado. It feels like we just keep getting higher and higher with these crazier like, gold myths and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like we just keep getting crazier
Yeah.
each season, especially they're really going with the mystical with El Dorado, which I'm thinking that, we might actually see that this season before the season ends. Who knows? I mean, we won't know until like we finish the season,
Yeah.
but what else did you like about this though? Because there wasn't much that went on besides like my only standout was definitely Rafe stepping up to save Kiara to
Okay,
get her
my
out.
other favorite part is the bell.
Yeah,
The bell.
that kid looks just like
Chase Stokes.
Chase Stokes. Like if Chase Stokes was younger, like good casting because when I saw him smile, I was like, oh my god, like he looks like John
Chase.
B. That's a little weird. Like I was like, damn, they got some good casting on that. I was like, okay,
Carla Limbury and Big John are together.
yes,
And Carla took him to this church, and he has this like mallet, and he's hitting off a bell.
mm-hmm.
And John B said to Sarah, "Do you hear that?" She's like, at first she didn't hear it, and then later on she heard. She's like, "Now I do."
And that was real quick. Let me chime in real quick. She only heard it as they were getting on the ship to leave. The ship that, of course, Kiara threw Rafe off of.
Yeah.
But keep going.
And with the bell, his dad always hit
A dock bell.
rang a bell, like a church bell,
Yeah.
to get John B to come home.
Yeah, when he was younger.
When
And
he was
it was kind of
younger.
like a foreshadowing. And he said it was a Hail Mary. And I even told Annie, I was like, he's really grasping at... It was a long shot. He was really grasping at straws. I was like, there is no way in hell, especially after he kind of got that confirmation from Ward. Officially, because remember, John B thought his father was out there somewhere until he found out Ward, we thought Ward killed him. So it's like, in his head, I was like, that's a really long shot. Maybe before he would have found out if Ward actually killed him. But as we know, he's not actually dead.
Yeah.
So I was like, you're really grasping at straws, dude. But he even said to the girl, like, I just did a Hail Mary. I wanted to see if it would even work.
Yeah.
It was my last resort.
Carla Limbury.
Yeah, that was my last resort. But it actually, as you can say,
I want to talk.
it ended up working.
It worked, but I want to talk about Carla Limbury. I think either she's his John B's grandmother or his aunt.
Think so?
Yeah, because
I mean, it looks like they definitely have a little bit of a connection or a history. I don't know if it's because of the gold or something else.
If you remember in season 2 at the end, where you see John B's dad, he told Carla Limbury, please protect my son. Well, it was kind of like, you protect my son and we'll help you get what you want. Yeah.
So I don't know if she still wants the
Where's
gold.
where's her guy that was in season 2?
He died.
Did he?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
I think it was Rafe that killed him, or she did. Well, someone did,
I
but
don't remember.
back to what I was saying though, real quick. I think it's because I wonder what she still wants. Does she want a piece of the gold? Does she want that thing that she said will heal her? Does she still think it's out there, that cloak or cloth?
Yeah.
That scarf? Does she think it'll still heal her? I don't know. I'm really curious to know why she's willing to help him when it's like, what do you get out of this? Because clearly,
I think she's helping him because she's either his aunt or his grandma.
Well, remember, she also, like, that's a good theory, but also because I don't think it was ever enough that she would want gold. She wants the thing that would heal her. That's what it's all been about. She doesn't care about the gold. So it's like, is that thing still out there? We don't know, because when they opened it, there was nothing in there. Apparently, apparently it was so-called disintegrated, but I'm thinking it might be out there. Maybe in El Dorado. I don't know. Maybe it's there instead. I don't know. I'm excited to see why she's helping him, though. But at the same time, I'm also curious because I have to talk about Chase Stokes' run. Or I don't know if he just does it as the character as John B., but bro's running is terrible. I'm sorry. I don't know if anybody's caught that. I cringed all the way from season 1 to season 2 to this season now. Because as he ran to go see if it was his father, he did the slowest jog of all time. And I know they're trying to build it up as like, oh my god, it's like, could it be my dad? And I was thinking to myself, if that was your dad, let's just say, what if by the time you got there, because how long it took you to get there, because you're doing the slowest jog of your life, I was like, what if he was gone by the time you get there? And I hated when, he was praying to say please, he was praying and sitting up against the wall saying, please let it be my dad. I was like, okay, why would you end it off like that? Like, just have him go up, have him face, him face his father, and then he just, or he goes in, let's say, from this angle, right? Like, here's the door to the church. He goes in, and then the dad's standing right there, and he's looking around, and he says, John B., and then John turns.
And he says, Dad.
I would have loved that a lot better, because I felt like it was so dumb, and, you're wasting so much time. You're really trying to drag this out. So I don't know.
Well, hopefully we see them meet in the first.
We see it in the trailer, them meet anyway, so it's not even like new. Again, I really do wish that they would have like not shown shit like that. I really wish they would have like held off maybe until the next season, because I thought that would have been cool. Us not really knowing, because I like the idea of we just thought he was dead. So I really loved if like, could you imagine if like we went into this season and then he just would have showed up or something? I don't know. I feel like that could have been a lot better. Or, like, I really would have wished that they would have saved their interaction together instead of showing it in the trailer. But it's already too late. I kind of really know what the interaction is going to be.
Yeah.
But I can imagine if I thought my dad was dead, I would be sprinting. I would not be taking my good old time.
Me too.
I would be gone, bro. I'd be like, if there's any chance that's my dad, I'm gone. I really did feel bad that John got stuck behind, though, because as we know, Carlos is, I keep saying Carl. Carlos's hitmen knew exactly where they were at the pier, and they had to leave John. And it's crazy because JJ's like, John B. JJ is like, we're not leaving him, we're not splitting up again. But everybody else is like, that like
we have to go.
We have to go. And I really do. It was really interesting to me. The one that made the decision was Sarah.
Yeah.
I said, wow. I was like, you just said you loved him, and like she even knew like we can't stay. We gotta go. I'm not taking any chances. I'm going back to my dad. Like hell no. Like I'm not taking any chances or us getting hurt. I'm going. And she said, I'm sorry, John B. But I even told my sister in the next episode, I said right away they're going back to the Outer Banks, and I guarantee John is gonna take John B. back home, and I guarantee like when he's gonna come back. And he's gonna see Sarah like with Topper, like you know what I mean. And he's gonna he might miscommunicate it and be like, "Oh my God, really? You left me just to what? Like And then I see you here with Topper." I feel like, of course, that's how it's gonna go. But because as we saw in the trailers, which again I really wish they didn't show shit because it kind of just gives everything away. Like we know she's gonna interact with Topper, and that's gonna affect their relationship. Like we know it's gonna happen. So also real quick, I wanted to give a shout out to Madeline Klein and Chase Stokes, because I understand that they broke up and stuff, but I gotta admit, like, their chemistry did not falter at all. It's great.
It is great.
It is great for like the littlest time that especially in this episode we saw a lot more.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they weren't really talking as much in the first episode, but like in this one they're actually like talking more and acting like that. The star-crossed lovers finding one another, and I really did like that. So I'm excited to see where that will go going forward, but just enjoying the season so far.
Yeah.
This was a pretty damn good episode. I'm enjoying it, and I can't wait to watch more. I just can't get over how good of a character JJ is. He's my favorite character, and I'm in full support. It was so cute when they found out it actually was Kiara that sent the message and said, what did she say? Like to know it was her.
Meet me at 6:15 at.
And it was like
at the
PFB.
PFL means Pogue for life.
Pogue for life. And I do love Cleo, because Cleo's like, you guys just need to take a chance. You guys can't be flinching all the time. Like, go do this. There's only one person that would send this. And it's Kiara. And it was so cute when, Kiara saw JJ and like he just kept like holding her. I am so there for their relationship. I want it so bad.
Okay,
I ship that couple.
I want that, but I also could see Kiara with Rafe.
I can't believe she said that. Off of one good thing Rafe did, I was like, Annie, come on now. Like, I want to kind of, like, I feel bad for Rafe here, but not that bad to the point.
That's not why I'm saying that. I'm saying that because when they were laying
when he was, like, protecting her? Like, stuff like that?
No, laying on that great
when they were laying underneath?
Yeah, you could tell that was... That could be
I mean, he did say he liked her. Like, he always liked her. Meaning, like, I've always liked you, Kiara, because, I know you're only half Pogue, blah, 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 blah. In reality, he's like, I know that rich side is still in you. That's why I like you. Like, kind of like messed up in the head like that. Rafe's messed up like that, bro. I understand what you meant. Like, it's not like that. It wasn't like that. They were trying to hide Annie from like being spotted. I know you want to think that it could work, and I mean, some people could probably take it in the fact that he did open up to her, but I shouldn't have done to my sister, and you could already kind of tell, like, Kiara kind of felt bad when he was hitting his head, that there is something wrong with him. I really do feel bad for Rafe. I kind of hope he can get the help that he needs. I mean, you can tell that he's really damaged, and
get out from under Ward's
I feel like, I mean, he's just, Ward kind of messed him up, I feel like, real bad, and I feel like, then again, it wasn't just all Ward, but, like, Ward... being the father figure that he is really fucked him up like bad, but I'm excited to see where he'll go for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And I'll always commend him for helping Kiara get out, because I mean somebody had to, like, shit.
Props.
And I love how JJ was the only one saying I can't just leave her in there, like we got like he was the only one trying to keep moving forward.
I want to give props to Drew Starkey who plays Rafe.
Oh yeah, it was funny. He said in an interview, it was on the Netflix red carpet for Outer Banks, like the premiere, and he said in an interview, like, fans, can you please stop offering me cocaine?
Oh
You
my
know, it's
God.
nice and all, but you know, I feel like you guys can't tell the difference between me playing a character and how I am in real life. I was crying. He's like, I appreciate the offer, but no.
Oh my
I was
God.
like, but he's like, no, I'm good, thanks. He's just so funny. So I
I'm
commend
gonna
him.
find that and watch that
It
video.
was so funny. I'll show you probably after we're done doing this. But guys, that's pretty much it. That's like,
Yeah.
we really enjoyed it. We can't wait to keep going on and keep doing these. Get on to episode 3 and do the review for you guys. Hopefully all this will be done by tomorrow. We might do one more episode and then film that, like the third episode,
Cause I
film
do
it.
that for tomorrow
She
night.
does have work tomorrow, and then all morning we might get up just to get half of it done. And hopefully she'll only have 3 more by the time she gets back. We'll only have to watch 3 more episodes, and then we'll be done. Or that's the goal. Worst case scenario, we'll finish it by Saturday. But just know that all of our episode reviews will be out talking about it. Don't be afraid to let us know down in the comments below. What have you been thinking of the season so far? Even if you're ahead of us, definitely let us. And you happen to find our episode reviews, definitely tell us how you like the season so far, without giving any spoilers away. Or if you're just watching with us and you're kind of watching as we're going and as we're reviewing, again, let us know what you thought about certain episodes. Like, definitely let us know. And again, here, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, put notifications, like this video. I would love to have you guys here, part of the family, part of the channel. We're all about spreading love, positivity, and motivation. And yet again, guys, we're almost to 700 subscribers. That's the goal, to hit 700. My initial goal by the end of this year is hitting 1,000 subscribers. I know we can do it. We're making moves. We're making strides. And pretty soon I'm gonna have some collabs coming, and pretty soon, I'm a lot more show reactions are gonna be coming to my Patreon. So if you're interested in that, definitely go check out my Patreon. As of right now, I'm doing Bad Batch Season 2. I'm doing also The Last of Us, and of course Mandalorian Season 3 starts next Wednesday, and I will be doing a watch party here at 2 a.m. on Wednesday for that, on top of me recording my reaction while you guys can watch it with me. So, stay tuned for any of that stuff if you're interested in that. But guys, yet again, that was the video. I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and we'll see you guys in episode 3 of Outer Banks Season 3. So, peace.